What's up, everybody, man? This is the third installment. We're going to start this daily dedication, this reading the Bible in a year. This is the third installment of this. We're going to read today. Hope y'all enjoy this. We're going to read Luke 6:27 through 49, Genesis 6 through 7, and Psalms 3. And I hope y'all are getting something good out of these videos. I hope they're helping you understand God more, man. That's the main purpose of this, is so we know God more, so we get closer to God, so we build our relationship with Him stronger. The only way you get to know somebody is if you get to know Him, man. You gotta, especially God, man, you gotta look into it, dive into it, man. It's really important in your walk with Christ, man, to get closer to Him, and that's how we do it, man. Learn about Him, man. Let me read this to y'all real quick. This is Luke. Hold on, I just told y'all what it was. I done flipped over. This is Luke 27 through. Hold on a second. Luke 6. Let's see. 27. My bad, y'all. We got a newborn baby, and she keeps us up all night. So, anyways, Luke 6:27 through 49. And then Genesis 6 through 7 and Psalms 3. Alright, let's jump this off. But I tell you who hear me, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, and pray for those who mistreat you. If anyone hits you on one cheek, let him hit the other one too. If someone takes your coat, let him have your shirt as well. Give to everyone who asks you for something, and when someone takes what is yours, do not ask for it back. Do for others just what you want them to do for you. If you love only the people who love you, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good only to those who do good to you, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners do that. And if you lend only to those from whom you hope to get it back, why should you receive a blessing? Even sinners lend to sinners to get back the same amount. No, love your enemies and do good to them, and lend and expect nothing back. You will then have a great reward, and you will be children of the Most High God, for He is good to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful just as your Father is merciful. Do not judge others, and God will not judge you. Do not condemn others, and God will not condemn you. Forgive others, and God will forgive you. Give to others, and God will give to you. Indeed, you will receive a full measure, a generous helping poured into your hands. All that you can hold, the measure you use for others is the one that God will use for you. And Jesus told them this parable: one blind man cannot lead another one. If he does, both will fall into a ditch. No pupils are greater than their teacher, but all pupils, when they have completed their training, will be like their teacher. Why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye, but pay no attention to the log in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, please, brother, let me take that speck out of your eye, yet cannot even see the log in your own eye? You hypocrite. First take the log out of your own eye, and then you will be able to see clearly to take the speck out of your brother's eye. A healthy tree does not bear bad fruit, nor does a poor tree bear good fruit. Every tree is known by the fruit it bears. You do not pick figs from thorn bushes, or gather grapes from bramble bushes. A good person brings good out of the treasure of good things in his heart. A bad person brings bad out of his treasure of bad things, for the mouth speaks what the heart is full of. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and yet don't do what I tell you? Anyone who comes to me and listens to my words and obeys them, I will show you what he is like. He is like a man who, in building his house, dug deep and laid the foundation on rock. The river flooded over and hit that house, but could not shake it because it was well built. But anyone who hears my words and does not obey them is like a man who built his house without laying a foundation. When the flood hit that house, it fell at once, and what a terrible crash that was. This is really good stuff right here, because of the season that we're in, because man, it's December, Christmas is coming up. Man, the reason for the season is the birth, and it's all about Jesus Christ. It's the birth of Jesus Christ. The last covenant that we have with God is through Jesus Christ, man. So it's really important to learn all of his teachings, all the things that he said that we need to follow, man. This stuff, it needs to be set in stone in your heart, in your mind. You got to keep it flowing inside of you at all times, and it'll mean something. Like that'll be your guiding light for how you're supposed to live your life, man. Obedience is key in your relationship with him. Obedience is everything, man. Follow his commandments, follow his teachings, all this stuff that Jesus said to us, man. It's very important, man. All right, let's jump to Genesis. Genesis 6 and 7, I believe, is where we're at. Man, I hope y'all are enjoying this, man. This is what we do right here, man. Study and learn, man. All right. All right, Genesis 6. This is starting, I think this is Noah. This is the story of Noah right here. Let's read this real quick. When people had spread all over the world and daughters were being born, some of the heavenly beings saw that these young women were beautiful, so they took the ones they liked. Then the Lord said, I will not allow people to live forever. They are mortal. From now on, they will live no longer than 120 years. In those days and even later, there were giants on the earth who were descendants of human women and the heavenly beings. They were the great heroes and famous men of long ago. When the Lord saw how wicked everyone on earth was and how evil their thoughts were all the time, he was sorry that he had ever made them and put them on the earth. He was so filled with regret that he said, I will wipe out these people I have created and also the animals and the birds, because I am sorry that I made any of them. But the Lord was pleased with Noah. This is the story of Noah. He had 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Noah had no faults and was the only good man of his time. He lived in fellowship with God, but everyone else was evil in God's sight, and violence had spread everywhere. God looked at the world and saw that it was evil. God looked at the world and saw that it was evil, for the people were all living evil lives. God said to Noah, I have decided to put an end to all people. I will destroy them completely because the world is full of their violent deeds. Build a boat for yourself out of good timber. Build a boat for yourself out of good timber. Make rooms in it and cover it with tar inside and out. Make it 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, and 45 feet high. Make a roof for the boat and leave a space of 18 inches between the roof and the sides. Build it with 3 decks and put a door in the side. I'm going to send a flood on the earth to destroy every living being. Everything on earth will die, but I will make a covenant with you. Go into the boat with your wife, your sons, and their wives. Take into the boat with you a male and female of every kind of animal and every kind of bird, in order to keep them alive. Take along all kinds of food for you and for them. Noah did everything that God commanded. The Lord said to Noah, go into the boat with your whole family. I have found that you are the only one in all the world who does what is right. Take with you 7 pairs of each kind of ritually clean animal, but only 1 pair of each kind of unclean animal. Take also 7 pairs of each kind of bird. Do this so that every kind of animal and bird will be kept alive to reproduce again on the earth. 7 days from now, I'm going to send rain that will fall for 40 days and nights in order to destroy all the living beings that I've made. And Noah did everything that the Lord commanded. Noah was 600 years old when the flood came on the earth. He and his wife and his sons and their wives went into the boat to escape the flood. A male and a female of every kind of animal and bird, whether ritually clean or unclean, went into the boat with Noah as God had commanded. 7 days later, the flood came. When Noah was 600 years old, on the 7th day of the second month, all the outlets of the vast body of the water beneath the earth burst open. All the floodgates of the sky were open, and rain fell on the earth for 40 days and nights. On that same day, Noah and his wife went into the boat with her 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. With them went every kind of animal, domestic and wild, large and small, and every kind of bird. A male and a female of each kind of living being went into the boat with Noah, as God had commanded. Then the Lord shut the door behind Noah. The flood continued for 40 days, and the water became deep enough for the boat to float. The water became deeper, and the boat drifted on the surface. It became so deep that it covered the highest mountains. It went on rising until it was about 25 feet above the tops of the mountains. Every living being on earth died. Every bird, every animal, and every person. Everything on earth that breathed died. The Lord destroyed all living beings on the earth, human beings, animals, and birds. The only ones left were Noah and those who were with him in the boat. The water did not start going down for 140 days. All right, that was Genesis 6 and 7. Now let's jump to Psalms. I believe we're reading Psalms 3 today. Man, I hope y'all are having a good day, man. I hope everything's going well with y'all, man. If you have prayer requests of any kind, if you want to pray about stuff, talk about stuff, man, y'all just let me know. Leave it in the comments, hit me up, message me somehow, get a hold of me, and I'll pray for you. I'll pray with you, whatever the case may be, whatever's going on in your life, man. Hit me up on it, and we can pray together, man. I'll talk to y'all about it, man. Let me read this to y'all. This is Psalms 3. I have so many enemies, Lord, so many who turn against me. They talk about me and say God will not help him. But you, O Lord, are always my shield from danger. You give me victory and restore my courage. I call to the Lord for help, and from his sacred hill he answers me. I lie down and sleep, and all night long the Lord protects me. I am not afraid of the thousands of enemies who surround me on every side. Come, Lord, save me, my God. You punish all my enemies and leave them powerless to harm me. Victory comes from the Lord, and may He bless His people. And anytime you're going through any kind of situation in life, man, always rely on God. Always fall back on Him. Any trial, any tribulation, anything that's going on, man, call on God, man. Call on Him first, man. Before that situation happens, call on Him. Form that relationship with Him, and He will get you through anything you're going through in life, man. I hope y'all are having a great day. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, man. Let me know that you want to keep watching these, and I'll keep doing them, man. Glad you're back.